Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at how do we graph quadratics and how do we use those graphs to find the solution of a quadratic. So in this first problem it says to graph y equals x squared plus 4x minus 5. So we're going to go ahead and get our graphing calculator, turn it on, select y equals and enter it exactly as you see it there, and then go to the graph and you'll sort of see a graph that looks sort of kind of like that. And I'm going to just sketch it on here for us. It is at, it looks like we have a point and it's, we have a point at 0, -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. It looks like we have a point a little bit off. It looks like it's a little bit off of, x is 1, y is 0.3, so it's like around here-ish. And then we have 1 on the left, and it looks like it's on around -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our vertex, it looks like it's at -2, -9. So at -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. My graph's a little bit off. Sort of kind of like this. Sorry, it's not great. But there you go. We have our graph. Okay, there's my parabola. Sorry, I couldn't make it so straight. Now the solutions are where it crosses my x-axis. So I can actually, on my calculator, I can have it solve it for me. I'm going to go to the blue button second, and I'm going to select trace so that it goes to calculate, and then I'm going to select 0. I'm going to select enter, and then it says left bound. I'm going to tell it on top of the x-axis, hit enter, then go below the x-axis, hit enter, and it tells me that it's crossing exactly at -50. Now I want to know what this point is, so same thing. I'm going to move the little arrow, use my arrows to move it kind of right here, and I'm going to get a point here and a point here so that it tells me what's the 0. So again, I put second, trace, so it calculates. I put 0, hit enter, left bound, and then right bound, and it's at 1, 0 exactly. And our solutions are 1 and 0. So how do they relate? It's where where it crosses the x-axis that you have your solutions. Now, what does that mean exactly? What you're solving for when we talk about solutions for a quadratic, it's where is the quadratic equal to 0. And that's why you're looking for the x-intercept. If you can find that, then you know where the quadratic equals 0. So let's go ahead and do this first example. We're going to graph all of these. So in A, I'm going to type in x squared minus 2x plus 3, and I put graph. And the graph looks like this, what you're seeing below. So when it does not touch the x-axis, we actually say that this is called null, which means there is no solution. There is nothing where it doesn't touch the x-axis. Okay, now if I graph this one, it's crossing here at 2 and at -2, at both of those. Okay, so if you see, it's crossing at 2 and at -2 and at 2. So to write the solutions, we're going to write it like this with brackets. My solutions are -2 and 2. And then here we have just one solution. It's crossing at +3/2. So my solution would be 3/2. And this one, since it didn't have it, we write the null set. And that means that there is no solutions for that particular one. So if you notice, we can have either no solution, 2 solutions, or 1 solution. If it touches just one time on the x-axis, that's 1 solution. If it crosses completely, then you'll have 2 solutions. And if it doesn't touch at all, then you'll have no solutions. Okay, so that's how we write it down here, like I had told you with the brackets. And that's it, guys.